Good Thursday morning, and thank you for joining us for KSAT News Now. It's our bite-sized digital newscast streaming Monday through Friday at 11, and we are also podcasting as well.
Yes, right here in the KSAT newsroom, and it's been a pretty busy week. We were kind of just catching up. We've had a lot going on lately, both you and I.
Yeah, and Stephen was just telling me he loves cooking. And
I do.
He is going to trademark the word cavachos.
Cavachos, guys. I mean, we were literally, because I mean, it's almost lunchtime. It's lunchtime for you, probably like dinner for me, but I've like been craving nachos, and I may have to make them myself, but they're called cavachos, and they can't give away the recipe, unfortunately.
Don't give it away, but you have to do like an Instagram.
I will. I'll post on my KSAT Instagram. So KSAT Stephen Cavachos, get you hungry there.
Well, we do have a lot of stories that we're going to be getting into today, including where did you go to college?
UTSA, then I went back home to the Valley, UTB, which became UTRG after they merged with UT Pan American in Edinburgh. So I feel like I've been all over the place, but I guess now you can earn your college credits on YouTube, so that would have been easier.
Yeah, we'll see how many people are going to be doing that, but we're going to be talking about that and also some changes that are in the works for Netflix users. That's going to be a big thing coming up. And locally, it's decision day for a local downtown bar that's interfering with the Alamo redesign project.
All big stories, but first, there's a renewed push at the state level to raise pay for Texas teachers.
Yeah, so neglected, dismissed, disrespected for far too long. Those are some of the words that some teacher unions here are saying as educators wait for lawmakers to push the largest teacher pay increase in state history.
Yeah, Round Rock State Representative James Tallarico, a former teacher himself, authorized HB 1548, which allows a portion of the $50 billion state surplus to raise teacher salaries by $15,000.
So this bill increases the minimum teacher pay and raises the average salary to $73,887. Now, the State Teachers Association said currently Texas lags behind the national average of teacher pay by $7,500.
Yeah, a survey done by the association revealed 40% of teachers have an extra job to pay the bills. Now, the pay isn't just for teachers, though. Office staff, including custodians and bus drivers, could also see a 25% increase. And, it's just going through some recent articles. One of the reasons San Antonio also has struggled to find teachers is because there's that big resignation from districts that we saw over the last few years. And COVID-19 also playing a big part in that, and teachers that I spoke to for several stories felt like the circumstances that they were walking into just weren't worth it at that time. So now there's that push that we've been talking about.
Yeah, and we've actually seen that shortage affecting districts here. I know at the start of the year there were a bunch of hiring sprees for some of the big districts, I mean all over the town, all over the city actually. But this particular bill, it hasn't been passed. We want to make that clear. It is a push to have it passed, and if it does go through, that would be really great for these teachers.
And like we said in the story, it's not just for the teachers. You're looking at custodians and bus drivers. And just a quick note here, Priscilla, also read that the teacher salaries vary between school districts, and the current minimum salary for a beginning teacher is around $33,600, and that's according to the Texas Education Agency. The average salary for a teacher was close to $60,000, and that was the 2021 to 2022 school year. So we'll just have to wait and see if that does become law and those teachers get that big boost and catch up with the rest of the country.
Exactly. I think that's one of the key things here is that we need to be on the same level as everyone else when it comes to that. But
totally agree.
We'll definitely be following that one.
Yeah.
So now,
all right.
A big decision day for San Antonio City Council and the future of the Alamo. Council is set to vote on whether to authorize the use of eminent domain to take over Moses Rose's hideout.
Now, we were talking about this story just a little while ago. That bar is on Houston Street, and it is currently in the way of the new Alamo Visitor Center and Museum. Now, the owner of the bar does say the city can take it for the right price. However, the Alamo Trust says the bar rejected multiple offers to buy the property, including in December for $3.5 million. Wow, that's a lot of money.
It is, but an appraisal put the property value at $2.1 million and $2.8 million in the next 10 years. So the price the bar owner has put out, and I was reading this earlier, it's $17 million. So he's saying he wants $15 million for the property, $5 million for the business, and another $1 million for every year he and his wife had to live under the stress of this looming eminent domain.
Wow, so today's vote will either grant more time for those negotiations or allow the property to be taken through eminent domain. The Alamo redesign has been in the works since 2015. Garrett Berger is at the city council meeting, and of course he's going to have those updates on that vote when it's in. Have you ever been to Moses Roses?
I have not been there, but just on my social media, I see that it's popular. A lot of my friends go there, so it's downtown. I think all of the bars downtown are pretty popular,
right.
But this one being across the Alamo, I can imagine that everybody who comes to visit San Antonio, it's probably one of those things where you drop in when you're visiting.
Yeah, too. It's unfortunate that the spot is in such a point of contention there, but is also reading that the owner actually bought this about 12 years ago, and he comes from a family of downtown business owners, and I believe his great-grandfather had even worked at Victory Tavern on Florist Street. He says this about 100 years ago, and we have that story on our website at KSAT.com. So we're just going to have to wait and see what the developing news is when Garrett brings us that vote.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll happen within the next couple of hours.
Yeah,
so
we'll keep you posted.
Okay, so two YouTube bloggers, they've come up with a way to go to college on YouTube. So they want students to earn course credits by watching their videos.
I love this. Hank and John Green, best-selling author of The Fault in Our Stars. I love that movie. Yeah. And Looking for Alaska announced a new initiative yesterday, and it's called Study Hall. Users are allowed to earn college credit by taking classes on their Vlogbrothers YouTube channel. Interesting.
So, yeah, Study Hall is a partnership with YouTube, a company called Complexly, which is the Green Brothers educational company, and Arizona State University. Now, the credits earned can't be counted towards a degree at ASU or other colleges that recognize programs developed by that university.
It's interesting. It's an interesting idea, and that actually came up more than 3 years ago when the brothers attended a conference and found that 43 million Americans have student debt for a total of $1.75 trillion. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money, and 40% of those 43 million people actually don't even have a degree because they never finished college, but they still have that debt. So the Green Brothers wanted a way for every student to save money.
Pretty important stuff, and you can unlock the full YouTube online class for $25, which gains access to faculty and coursework. Then if you want the college credit, that costs $400. That's not bad when you look at all that debt that's incurred for students that are trying to get through college. And it is not cheap to get an education, unfortunately, but that's definitely a way of convenience for a lot of folks that have access to the internet, access to the computer as well. I mean, that would have been nice.
Yeah, I remember when I was in school, in college, and we had online courses, and for me, I was like, this seems so futuristic, but college on YouTube.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day.
That's so funny because you look at it like, yeah, it's when we did college online, it wasn't. I mean, you went to school, UTSA or
UTSA.
UTSA. It's funny. We went to school online and we thought that was great, and then people had to do that for about a year and a half because of the pandemic, and then it seemed to become the normal now. It's become the norm. I mean, we do meetings virtually now, so why not go to school virtually?
Yeah. Well,
just that.
We'll see how many people sign up for it.
We'll see, yeah. But a lot of people are signing up for Netflix or maybe using other people's logins.
I know. Are you a Netflix watcher?
I am. What's your favorite Netflix show?
Ooh, right now I just finished Ginny and Georgia, season 2.
I didn't get into that. I was just telling Mia Montgomery, who we're going to talk to in a minute, about Emily in Paris. Oh. Trying to get into that.
Love it.
Okay, I need to sit down and really watch it, Priscilla. I'll take your recommendation.
Well, yeah, you better. So for years, Netflix has talked about ending password sharing with users rolling their eyes and saying, yeah, right. But now it looks like the entertainment giant is finally going through with its threat.
Uh-oh. Well, in a recent letter to shareholders, Netflix said they are implementing password sharing changes. That's going to start at the end of March. And the reason why? To focus on revenue and profit growth.
So you'll still be able to share your accounts, but now you're going to be charged for it. You'll have to pay, and there's no official word yet on how much that will actually cost here in the U.S.
Yeah, a quote from that letter states, quote, today's widespread account sharing, 100 million plus households, undermines our long-term ability to invest and improve Netflix as well as build our business, end quote.
And Netflix admitted that in countries where they tested paid sharing for accounts, they did see a drop in subscribers. So we'll see how they hold up here after March 31st. And again, you know, whenever you're paying for your subscription, this helps Netflix come out with all those great shows that we've really
true.
come to
Oh my gosh,
love.
Stranger Things, which is now on our screen, amazing show. Had a great season 4. Oh, I was Wednesday, which is totally now a vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it is.
It is.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of those great shows. That's a really good point. I mean, we do have all these great series that are out there, and it's because people pay for that subscription, which is why they're able to continue to give us the entertainment.
Yeah.
I feel like they've really upped their game with
Yeah.
their original
They have.
content too over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, they've just kind of expanded into multiple genres and things like that. And I don't
There's
know.
something
I
for
enjoy it.
everyone.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I very much enjoy
I
it.
love it. And
So.
we have been enjoying these nice cool weather.
Yeah.
Right?
Yesterday, brought the
Yes,
turtleneck
yes.
out.
Yeah.
So nice.
Day 4 of the turtlenecks, Mia.
Feels a little bit more like January now, right?
love
And
it.
we've had
It does,
the
yeah.
sunshine
Yeah.
past couple days after Tuesday morning's rain, so
Yeah.
it's been nice. But yes, it's been cold in the morning. So today's trivia question: how many days this winter season, so 2022 into 2023, have we dropped to or below freezing in San
Oh.
Antonio? 7, 9, 11, or 13?
Oh gosh, 2022, 2023?
So yeah, so essentially since like November
winter
to now.
season. Okay.
I'm
Many
gonna go
days?
with B.
Okay.
Okay,
Priscilla's on
I'm
B.
gonna go with A.
Wow, you guys. All right, let's see what we
Oh
got.
my gosh, I got
there
one.
it is.
Wow. Oh my
Good
gosh.
job, Steve. Go
And
go
I
go,
did
Steven.
not cheat. I did not look at what you were posting because
Okay,
we sit right
good.
next to each other. So
Disclaimer.
it was
I was
disclaimer.
actually thinking it might be this one because it was the week of Christmas, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So yes, our first day technically at freezing this season or below was December 22nd. That's when that big Arctic cold front
Yeah.
came in, and of course that lasted through the Christmas holiday. So yes, good job.
I'm so
remembering that.
happy. I love that.
Yes.
I love that for me.
Love that for you.
I love that for you, too.
Absolutely. And the
Thanks,
reason
y'all.
why I bring that up is because, yes, it was a cold start out there earlier this morning, officially here in San Antonio, where we get our official records. That's over at SA International. We did not touch freezing. We were close. And of course, it was plenty cold, but we started off this morning at 34 degrees. We did reach freezing over on the east side of Bexar County, Randolph Air Force Base, as well as over at Port SA, 31. Kerrville this morning dropped into the upper 20s. Hondo was 31. Uvalde was 32. So yes, a light freeze was found in and around the rural portions of San Antonio, even portions of Bexar County, and across portions of the hill country. But yes, we are warming things up this afternoon. We've got plenty of sunshine out there. It is going to be another beautiful day. We'll see those temperatures climb into the upper 50s, near about 60 in spots for those daytime highs later this afternoon. And then if you're stepping out for any Thursday evening plans, temperatures will turn chilly after the sun goes down. Still expecting clear to mostly clear skies later this evening, and then thermometers falling into the 40s. So if you are stepping out later this evening, you likely will want the extra layer and the jacket. And again, into tomorrow morning, maybe not quite as cold. I think mid to upper 30s here in San Antonio. Still plenty cold though, so you will want to bundle up for the Friday morning drive. What we're going to find throughout the day tomorrow: increasing clouds, especially by the end of the day. And then that transitions to some areas of drizzle, maybe some pockets of fog by Saturday morning. Overall, it could be a damp start to the weekend in spots. More cloud cover in store, but you can see here on your Futurecast, especially for areas along and east of the I-35 corridor into the first half of the weekend. Just know it could be kind of that nuisance drizzle, some mist out there to start off the day. And that also could transition into a few isolated showers, again, along and east of I-35 into Saturday afternoon. So we're going to keep eyes on that for the first half of the weekend. Here's a look at the 3-day outlook in terms of temperatures too. Again, tomorrow morning, it's a cold start in the upper 30s here in San Antonio. A daytime high very similar to what we're expected to find out there today, but increasing clouds, not the full blown out sunshine that we're seeing this Thursday. Saturday, more clouds, upper 40s, low 60s for those daytime highs. And then Sunday, maybe an isolated lingering shower in the morning, but we'll look to see a front move in. That's going to help those skies clear throughout the second half of the weekend, and then daytime highs a little bit warmer, near about 70, but it still is going to feel pretty nice, all things considered, by the second half of the weekend. The biggest thing we'll monitor over the next couple days is just that drizzly activity early Saturday, and then maybe a few isolated showers into Saturday afternoon and evening.
Well, roads are dry. That's nice for now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been
but
nice.
that rain earlier this week was really good.
Yes,
was.
it was so needed. I mean,
Yes.
up until Tuesday, we essentially had only recorded 1/100th of an inch over
Wow.
at the airport, and the entire average for the month of January here in San Antonio is just under 2 inches. So we were already starting off behind in the rainfall department, so now we're up to half of an inch for the whole
Yes.
total of January. So that's better.
Right.
Yeah.
That's better. We still have some work to do, so we'll see what we can find over the next
And,
couple
and
weeks.
as a reminder, whenever we get that rain in, it does wash a lot of that grime and dirt that's built up in the oil.
Right.
So hopefully, and though the roads will be wet, just not as slick as what we saw on Tuesday. I mean, because there
Yeah.
was a number of crashes that were reported.
There's the
y'all.
traffic in
know.
So
Phoenix
I'd
coming
have to
out.
say,
There it
drive
goes.
safe, guys.
Yes.
Even though it may
I know
not
you
be
were
as slick.
busy Tuesday morning tracking all
Super
of that,
busy.
right?
Oh yeah, I'm still
goodness.
recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next week, especially by midweek, it is looking like we could find some more
You must be
decent
ready.
rain chances.
Yes.
So yeah, exactly.
Be
We'll
ready.
need to watch for all of that.
Thanks, Mia.
Thank
Bet,
you.
guys.
All right.
All right, well, so we're going to talk a little bit about outer space right now. This is
Ooh,
still along Mia's
space.
lines. So NASA says tonight an asteroid the size of a delivery truck will whip past Earth. A delivery truck like what? Like
Yeah, are we looking at Amazon?
size?
That right. I'm thinking of an Amazon truck. Yeah, what is this?
They say this is one of the closest encounters ever.
Wow. Well, so how close is it? Well, 2,200 miles above the southern tip of South America. And while it's the closest distance ever recorded, it does not pose a threat, thankfully.
So scientists actually say even if it were any closer, most of the asteroid would burn up in the atmosphere, and some of the bigger pieces would actually just fall as meteorites.
Oh my
So
gosh. That, I mean,
that's pretty cool.
it is cool. I mean, I love anything to do with space, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. We were talking about this earlier. Have you ever seen Deep Impact?
I don't.
Okay, it's
no,
like a
I don't
movie
know.
from like the late 90s. It's with
me
Tay
see.
Leone. It's a great movie, by the way. But you know, it's like you think, oh my gosh, anytime you think of a meteor or an asteroid, you think of these disaster movies, and you're like, wait, no. But the good thing is, as the scientists, the professionals, they say that most of it will likely burn up in the atmosphere, and it's with no threat, which is great. But maybe for those that get to see it, it'll be a spectacle in the sky.
Yeah, anytime that there's these spectacles in the sky, I know there's like some whenever you can,
Yeah.
you know, catch the red moons and stuff. Are you into that stuff?
Well, I'm usually in bed pretty
Oh,
early,
yeah.
so
There you
I mean,
go.
if I could, I would.
Oh, instead, he's cooking his bolognese.
My
and stuff.
bolognese. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's really neat though. I love that. You know, when the moons are different, we have the big, that's not
What
the
is
big
it, like
moon.
the lunar eclipse and stuff? But
I don't
yeah.
know, but I hear all about it from you guys who get to sleep and stay up a little bit later than I do. So it sounds nice.
Well, next time
Yes.
we'll have a challenge.
Yes, let's do marshmallows
Mar-
or s'mores.
S'mores,
That'd
yeah.
be fun.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching KSAT News Now, and
Yes.
we will see you tomorrow at 11.
It was fun. Yeah, that's fun.
That was good, yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for
Always
doing
good to
it.
jump in. Oh yeah, it's always nice.
Thank you for doing it too. When it was like this week.
Of course. Oh yeah, is everything okay?
Yeah, my grandpa's life partner passed away.
So sorry to hear that.
So
how's he doing?
he's all right. My mom just watches my girls, so he